Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin. Behind the camera we got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're going to be flipping through some new arrivals, recently priced records, get into some staff picks, addressing some viewer comments at the end of the video. We took last week off a little bit, took a little break, so I bestow upon you a gift before we begin all that. I'm going to show you through the magic of editing the next t-shirt design we got coming out. There it is. Okay, so look forward to that in the next couple of weeks. And as always, you see anything you like, you can hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Without further ado, let's talk staff picks. Dylan, I see you got a short and sweet. I'm going to go extendo. I'm going to have an extended mix. Why don't you start with the easy stuff?
All right. Well, I was listening to a lot of New York hardcore today. Got the Youth of Today, Can't Close My Eyes, and the New York City hardcore comp, the Rev comp. Still probably one of my favorite comps.
It's my favorite comp.
Yeah, that's your favorite comp too?
Yeah, Welcome to 1984, That one, and Fear of Smell. We had Fear of Smell in recently, and I sold it over the weekend, and I was very happy about that. But those are the three comps that I like the most. But man, what a monster this is. It's just such a weird record. It's strange.
Yeah.
It's like nausea popping up, closing with the super touch. There's not a dull moment. It's opening with the bold. There's not a bad song on here. It's a masterpiece.
No, yeah,
the YDL song kind of sucks. There's kind of one bad song. It's not Trip 6 though. Did you hear Trip 6? Trip 6 is such a relatively deep cut compared to a lot of the other groups on there. Savage band. You ever get into their demos or anything?
I only know them from this.
It's a little bit of like a blogosphere digging kind of thing. There was a compact disc released of their demos. Because Trip 6 was Tommy Rat, who sings in Trip 6, was the original singer of Warzone. But so yeah, it's a lot of intermingling going on back then. But more to the point, just a great band.
Yeah, no, and a great comp and great EP.
Yeah. They put out the 7-inch, and then they do on Schism. They do They essentially re-record the guitars on it and release it as a 12-inch, which is monstrous. And then this is sort of repackaging of that with a couple of songs from the Connecticut Fun compilation and another compilation. So like some little bit of odds and ends to pad it out. But that's like the first stuff. Though technically they re-record the guitars after Break Down the Walls.
Fair enough.
Any more timelines I can keep going. We're Not in This Alone comes out after that, and then there's the self-titled 7-inch, which comes out 2 years after.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm the dumb one here.
Just here to help, Dylan. I got a lot to get to here.
Yeah.
This isn't a staff pick so much as it is just a review of some kind of deeper cut records we got. Valencia, the record from like a local band. Always love to see it. Good times. The System, one of the best anarcho-punk kind of groups. They had a record on Flux of Pink Indian Spider Leg records, and this is a comp of those singles and some demos. Masterpiece. Speaking of demos, this is one of the best Swedish hardcore bands from the 80s. They only had demos back in the day, but this one you get they're both their demos on side A, side B. You get this stuff, which is kind of more like Broken Bones, a little crossover-y, hard stuff. This is amazing. This is like, again, talk about deep cut kind of material. This should not just be accessible to anyone. I feel like you should have to, show some ID or something to get this. You should prove your cred or something. But here it is, just on display. New Belgrado. They're kind of big around here, I feel. People hip in San Diego to Belgrado, or they were like 10 years ago. Anyways, catch up with them. They're doing some synth pop stuff now. It's delightful. This is later, the burrito butt of Totalitar's career, 98 to 2002, which doesn't sound very sexy, but the material is incredible, and it's like was originally a bunch of like splits and stuff that's kind of annoying to track down. And Jesus Christ, if this isn't just 10 out of 10 material. Amazing stuff. Oi Polloi, later record from them, later being like mid-period, I guess, 1990. A little bit more crusty than their earlier stuff, and very political, very hot. Inspiring to listen to that stuff, honestly. Like they did it's a very eco-centric, and it's I don't know, nice to hear. political message with your punk music. This record's kind of interesting. I gave this one a shot. Never heard of them before. They mentioned like what is it? Celtic Frost, Sodom, Motorhead, Venom, Bathory. I'm like, okay, so that means they sound like Midnight, right? But they have like really paint stripping vocals, really harsh. And I think they kind of take their stuff a little more seriously, so it's not totally cornball. Pretty good metal record. Got some demos from a Texas group, a little bit rough, but great nonetheless to hear. And come on, the classic, the icon. Record changed my life, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it really fucked me up, man. When I first heard this, I just didn't know you could do music this like minimal. I don't know. They're a really impressive group. I'll always say I'm not gonna do the group injustice by trying to describe it, but Teenage Jesus and the Jerks, give it a ring. It'll change your life. Flip through some records? All right. Been a while, dude.
It's been a while.
We're back in the saddle again.
It's true.
Aerosmith style.
All right.
Why are you constantly listening to Aerosmith these days?
Honestly, they're really good. I like 70s rock, and I like some of their 80s stuff.
I respect that, except for the part about the 80s stuff. First 4 albums only.
But here's the thing.
Go on.
Their 80s stuff
Yes.
includes Run DMC. I mean, they're there.
Yeah, but that song's annoying.
It is annoying, but at least they're there. And then that kick starts everything good in music after that.
Rap rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get good Anthrax records.
I'm still scarred, Dylan.
Bye.
Crying Amaze Crazy. That trilogy.
Oh.
I can't tell you the damage that did to me. You know, there's this myth that like, soon as Smells Like Teen Spirit came out, it was like, sorry boomers, you're done. New breed is in town. But like, you know, AC/DC had a huge hit with that song that was in the
Last Superhero. What's that movie called?
Last Action Hero.
There you go.
You know, Iron Maiden footage from that time. They're doing well.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Even with that other singer that no one talks about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's different. But, like, I'm talking about early 90s. There's a lot of classic rock dinosaurs hanging out on the radio next to, like, Primus and Nine Inch Nails. I feel like that conversation is never properly addressed.
Well, I have a question. Where does No Doubt fall in this?
That's the post-Green Day revolution. I mean, that and Offspring Smash and...
No Doubt comes after that? At least Tragic Kingdom?
I think Tragic Kingdom's 94, 95. They don't break around the first record, but yeah, Tragic Kingdom's a monster. I have a running catalog in my head of records that have sold over 10 million copies.
And that's one of them?
Yeah.
Where does Bush stand?
It's post-grunge, you know, after Pearl Jam and all that broke down the walls and forced that down everyone's throat. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Bushes and the Candleboxes just came in to be like, give me that money. The Chaotic Good side of that, which is like the Meat Puppets and like Butthole Surfers getting hits because they were like, hey, we were around before all this.
Yeah,
and I think like the kind of vanguards were like, yeah, those guys are cool. Give them a hit song. Filter's in the mix, but they like legit split the difference between Nine Inch Nails and grunge light. Mm-hmm. And I won't let people forget the wacky BS they tried to slip in. I don't know why it's such a distinct memory. Cruising around, listening to Rock 102.1. Hey, we got a new artist, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh shit, dude! College rock.
It's just like, okay, Nirvana. Yeah, okay, we'll accept that. Stone Temple Pilots. Okay. Candlebox. All right. And then why not? You guys will eat garbage. Here you go.
What's wrong with Hootie and the Blowfish?
I think I'm just bringing up a point that like they backdoored a lot of stuff. On fucking Blues Traveler, like they benefited from the like, hey, we're not hard rocking guys. We're mellow. We're cool.
Yeah, we're jamming. Yeah.
You guys are into alternative. We're all an alternative to other things. Viewer questions. This is a part of the vid where we answer the questions left in the YouTube comments section from last week's video. This time around, Muscalure is asking, Dylan.
Yes.
Where's the heavy metal Dylan? What's ups?
What do you mean? Oh, the screams?
Yeah.
You know, I gotta just rest my voice a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I blow it out a lot. Not during those, that'd be embarrassing. But like, I have been blowing my voice out more often than not.
Right.
Lately, for some reason. I'm just trying to keep it safe.
New nickname proposition?
Yes.
Celine Dylan.
So
your voice.
Yes.
We'll see if it sticks.
Yes.
Also asking a good time to change your stylus. How do you know when your stylus is shot? I love this question. Very important. Rule of thumb. My rule of thumb. My layman's terms. You know, obviously you could. If you want to get real scientific about it, rip some vinyl with Audacity when you have a fresh stylus, and then you can see the sound waves, and then as time goes on, after a year or two, you can see what the sound waves look like after the needle has been worn a little while, and you'll visually be able to see how much definition you're losing. If you're not, if your peaks and valleys are kind of more little flat hills, then you know maybe you're not getting the most out of your sound. If you're a sane person, just kind of use your general your ears, the things you listen with, and I call it like the AM radio sound. Like once things get a little tinny, swishy, you just start to hear kind of I don't know, not quite consistency in sound quality from record to record. That's when it's time to swap it out. And as always, I would say, not that anyone asked, but don't go cheap on them. Always, I've heard it said that the most important element of the sound chain on your stereo is the beginning and the end, which is to say the stylus and your speakers. So keep it in mind. Rapid fire comment shout outs. So not so much questions, so much as, people chiming in, which we love to see. Kyle Haggerty is loving the vids. Love to hear from it. What's up, Kyle? Respect. Analog City chiming in on our OO's music video discussion. He's bringing up Michael Jackson Thriller, which, little not
the era.
Not the era, but
Scream, right?
I said Scream was early 90s. I said that was what kicked off the big budget explosion, but man brings up a valid point.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Yeah.
That's the all-time. And Mr. Stout giving a shout out to the Egyptian Lover records we got, and agreed, heavily agreed. Mr. Egyptian Lover is indeed very dope. And Charlie Shafai, he's hitting us with a very, very difficult game of F, Marry, Kill. We got Kubla Khan, Texas, Drain, and Knocked Loose. I'm gonna be hella real with y'all. I've never heard Kubla Khan or Knocked Loose.
Yeah.
Drain is great. They seem like swell folks. Would marry.
Yeah.
Obvi.
Yeah.
And the rest, I'll let them work it out. I have no F or kill. I have not enough data. Not enough data to say. But shout out Drain. Always marry Drain. Drain gang even.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I barely I have a passing understanding of both Knocked Loose and
Kubla Khan
TX, Texas. But I don't know anything about them really, other than like I've heard their songs every now and then. Big on TikTok, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like Beatdown? Or is it just like
heavier stuff?
Heavy? Okay.
Yeah.
You know if they're connected to Bitter End at all? That's probably like the last Texas hardcore band.
I have zero idea. I'm sorry.
Blind leading the blind here. Sorry, but
We're marrying Drain though.
Yes.
We're marrying Drain. Drain's great.
Got a ring for Drain.
Yes.
That's all we got.
If I had to guess, I probably would have to fuck Kubla Khan, Texas. If I had to put names here. But I don't know what this means. Am I marrying like each member?
I think we have a mutual friends with Knocked Loose. So
yeah, we do.
I wouldn't want that person to lose
Be
a friend.
sad.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's true.
So effing them only to kill the other one. Just not so much. This is a cost benefit analysis.
Yes.
We have no emotional stake in this, other than that we both want to marry Drain.
Yeah.
All right. If you have any questions you would like to see answered in next week's episode, drop a comment in the YouTube comment section. We'll hit you up next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. Indeed. Very dope.